So I'm going to start this video off by saying that a lot of people are going to lose money by buying NVIDIA at the wrong stock price. They're going to rebuy when it's at $100 and think that that's as low as it's going to get, and then it's going to rocket back up, or it's going to continue to grow from there, or $95 or even $90. People are going to rebuy there and think that's as low as it's going to get, and then it's going to go to 100, 105, maybe 115. You know what? Actually, it could realistically do that, but it's going to go lower than that, guys. And I have multiple reasons for that chart analysis to go by that. So for those of you that have been watching my videos and watching or seeing my stock charts, I haven't changed the way I do these in years. Solid white line is line of support. Solid red line is line of resistance. Long term. Solid is long term. Dotted is short term. So let's just go over this. The reason that this line right here is red, actually, first off, is because we broke out. So when you break out of your line of resistance, it becomes your line of support. So let's actually start by changing this to white to make it clearer for people. But actually, no, I don't want to do that. Let's keep it red because I'm expecting us to drop back down into this channel right here. This is our long-term channel. We're just broken out right now. You can see I've got sells here, sell here. If you're already looking ahead at the price point, $50, yes, that is where I see NVIDIA dropping down to. I do see it going as low as $50, okay? Here's why. One reason for those of you that trade RSI, our RSI is at like 90.76 or 90.90 actually. Let's see. 90, yeah, 90.8. I mean, it's gone as high as 90.90. I know it has. It's right here, 90.91. That's way back here, but anyways, so right now we're currently at like, let's just say 90. Our RSI is at 90. For those of you that trade RSI, you know 90 is time to sell, 30 is where we like to buy, 70 is actually where we like to sell. We're beyond 70. We're at 90. If you don't think that NVIDIA is going to drop in price, you're being foolish. Now, when it's going to drop in price, I don't know. When do the whales want to sell? We don't know. But NVIDIA broke out back here in like January 29. Yeah, 29th. We broke out. It was at 60, around like $61. Yeah, $61. We went for a all-time high of 195. This is post-split now. Pre-split, I don't know. You'll have to look it up. And we're closing out NVIDIA at 138.78 right now, depending on when you watch this video. But 138.78 right now. We broke out back at $60 back in January 29th. We went from 60 to 138. Now, when you see that kind of volume and growth, it comes back down, guys. We cannot sustain that. The whales are holding right now, and they're going to sell. They want to sell at the right time. Who's going to sell first, we don't know. But this channel right here, which I'll zoom in on, this is our long-term channel where NVIDIA has been at for a long time, as far back as 2022, May 2022. It's a long-term channel that we've been able to make money on NVIDIA on long-term, in our long-term plays in the Discord. All right, so let's get right to it. I know you guys want to know where to buy NVIDIA at. So this price point that we have here for the buy at $50.68 is not until September 3rd, 2024. So there's all this time in between right here. There's all this time in between for NVIDIA to do fun things. And I'm not saying that September 3rd is when it's going to come down to this price point. It could continue to stay right here. But for those long-term people that just want a safe time or safe price to buy NVIDIA at, it's not until we get down to this $50 range. Okay. We broke out at 61. Okay. Back then, I think that was like $161 we broke out. And then we went up to like, I don't remember what price we went all the way up to, but it went pretty high. Okay. Yeah, safe spot, $50. I actually will consider picking some up at this range here, the 75 range, just to get some plays in, and do some day trades, buy sell. But long term, for my long term peeps, $50.68, that's the spot to buy. I actually am comfortable saying that it could come down to $45. Absolutely comfortable saying it could come down to that. Will it come down to that? Yeah, it probably actually very well could. but I'm comfortable buying at $50, and I'm going to buy a crap ton at $50. I will buy a crap ton more at $45, and I will let this puppy ride. Okay, and once that happens, then I'll go more into depth about what we're doing as far as buying, selling, based on volume trading and moving averages and things like that. But right now is not the time to buy NVIDIA. A lot of people are going to lose money if they buy right now. If you're new to trading, it's not time to buy, guys. The stock split dropped the price down, but the it's still a ridiculously high uh, volume of people that have the stock right now. So just think about it logically. If you had $1,000 in your account and you spent 1,000, all of it, to buy Nvidia, and you made a good profit on it, you have no buying power right now. I mean, I'm not saying that nobody has buying power, but let's just say you only have 1,000, you have no buying power. What are you going to do to get buying power? You have to sell your stock to get some buying power. You're going to use the gains that you made to now reinvest into another stock and wait for Nvidia to drop price. This is what the whales are doing, guys. So they invested millions, billions, I don't want to say trillions, but millions of dollars into Nvidia, and then now they're ready to sell. So be patient, wait for the price to drop down. It is going to drop down below $100. I guarantee it. I just can't guarantee when. All right, save yourself some money, invest into something else. AMD is at a great price. I see it going to $200 by the end of the month. TSM is another one that is also a good price. I see that continuing to grow. Yeah, there's other semiconductors that are good to buy and other tech stocks to buy and AI. But NVIDIA is going to come back down, guys. That's all I got to say.